Because if that actually also does not go well, I'm actually gonna have a crash out. I just finished solving my third mock exam for kinetics. I haven't corrected it yet, but I do not have a good feeling, which is great because my real exam is in 2 days. Now, don't get me wrong, I have been studying. I have been studying for the past weeks. Given I have been only semi-locked in for the beginning, I only just found a way for me to log in at home and to get all my work done a few days ago. So I have my first exam Wednesday, right? My kinetics exam. So these next 2 days, today and tomorrow, will be spent on really grinding kinetics. I mean, I've been studying for a while. I've just been doing mock exams every day for this is now my third day of solving mock exams. I think I'm gonna correct it, see where my main issues lie and then work on those, and then do a second mock exam this afternoon. And then another 1 or 2 mock exams tomorrow. I got so blessed with my exam schedule this winter because I have more than a week between all of my exams, which means that I have a week just to focus on one subject all day, which is so nice. Like, we're gonna lock in together, grind. It's crazy to think about how my first study and exam phase is already nearly half a year ago. Like, it's been so long since I recorded those videos of me grinding in summer, and now I'm grinding again for my winter exams, and then my fourth semester already starts so soon. That is actually crazy to me. Now understand all my mistakes, which is always really nice. Of course, I've always made mistakes as well in the other 2 exams I solved, but I haven't made the same mistake twice, which is the most important things. Learning is making mistakes and then learning from them and adapting next time you come across a similar issue. But the sad thing is, most of my mistakes actually are not really heavy comprehension issues or lack of knowledge in the kinetics field. It's just a fact that I forget that I also need to be able to apply basic analysis. Like in this one exercise, I scored half a point out of 14, which is miserable. It was Arrhenius, and Arrhenius is not really complicated or anything if you know Arrhenius. But the equation that was given, it looked like Arrhenius, but a bit different, right? As it always is. It's never just textbook Arrhenius. And you had to derive the activation energy from that equation, obviously in the same way that you do with Arrhenius. It's just the terms are a bit different. I'd had to take the natural logarithm of the expression, and I just did not think that far. Oh, also, I have fed my sourdough starter this morning, which means I will be preparing dough later, and then I will bake the bread Wednesday morning, and I'm gonna bring a sourdough sandwich for lunch. Actually, I have decided that before I attempt my second kinetics exam of the day, I am going to start my sourdough because the starter has tripled in size, or like about doubled.
What the dog doing?
The second exam of the day is solved, and I have a much better feeling about this one than about the first one I wrote this morning. I haven't corrected it yet. I just did the first rounds of stretch and folds for my dough. I am feeling very focused actually still. This is the first time in this entire study week, like study phase, that I have been able to study well in the afternoon. The first 2 weeks where I tried to study, I was only like studying for 2 or 3 hours a day. Mainly because first half I was skiing as well, and then the other half I was at home, and I was just not able to focus until last week on Friday. I wasted so much time where I could have been more productive because I just didn't figure out that I'd be productive if I just got up 2 hours earlier. At least now I know, and I mean I still have 2 more exams coming up that I can fully study in this rhythm that I have now. I just corrected that exam and I thought I did decent. I didn't even get 50%. I am actually about to cry. I just kept making stupid little mistakes or like doing assumptions too fast without like properly looking at the reaction equation. Like just seeing that the concentration is the same but not seeing that it's both educt and product. I really hope that the mock exam I'm solving tomorrow morning is gonna go well. Because if that actually also does not go well, I'm actually gonna have a crash out. It's Tuesday morning. My exam is tomorrow. I have 1 mock exam planned this morning. So like my mock exams are just exams from the past years that I'm solving. So I have 1 more exam that I'm doing this morning. Fingers crossed it's gonna go well. And then this afternoon, packing all my stuff. I am excited to get kinetics over with. Exam is 100% my grade. Okay, so I solved it. I think it went alright. I'm not sure. I thought that yesterday as well, and then my ego got obliterated. Okay, it's the moment of truth. I just corrected my exam. Okay. I got 32 out of 58, which is 55%. That is actually okay. I actually have a pretty good feeling regarding my kinetics exam tomorrow. Despite only writing like 55% today, that would translate to about 4.4, which is a passing grade, so I'm happy. And I think now I've seen all like big topics of questions that she could pose. I'm gonna go on my run now. I'm gonna do it indoors because it's super foggy outside and cold, and it's gonna become dark soon. So I'm gonna do my run indoors. I have a tempo run today, so I'm gonna run like, I don't know, 6 or 7 kilometers at a quick pace.
What the dog doing?
So I ended up running 7 kilometers according to my Apple Watch, 7.3 kilometers according to a treadmill. Ran, at least the treadmill told me, a 6:15 pace. per kilometer. I am such a salty sweater, and it is so annoying because when it's warm or when I sweat a lot, I literally have to drink salt water. As is not difficult to tell, I just came out of the shower. I shaved, I did a keratin mask, I did a normal hair mask, I lotioned up. I am so ready for that exam tomorrow. We're packing my bag, my cheat sheets, and paper to write the exam on. Pencil case, your wallet, 2 calculators, my trusty graphing calculator and just a simple calculator, my notebook where I solved questions in and also wrote some stuff down, my water bottle. I have to say, is it? Yes. Ta-da! Instead of going right to sleep, I'm gonna finish reading Electric Idol by Katie Robert. I am nearly done now. I only have like 50 pages less. I'm gonna absolutely devour this. It's really quick paced, which I love. I don't always like a slow story. It depends on the setting. The chemistry between the two is actually so good, and the romance is so cute. So can recommend this. It is though an adult book, so if you're a kid, maybe don't read it. Getting ready. I have like 1.5 hours left before I need to leave.
What the dog doing?
The exam went okay, I guess. I don't know, it's really difficult to like sort it into good or bad because I did leave a couple of sub questions completely empty because I didn't know what to do. And on some sub questions I just wrote down some thoughts and some formulas. So I had my reaction kinetics exam, so basically just math with a bit of chemistry behind it, but mostly math. I do have some things where I know what I wrote down is right, where I'm sure of my answer. And then there's equally much where I wrote something down that I think sounds right to me, but I don't know if it's actually right. So I don't know. I was able to solve. I mean, I probably left like 20% blank, but that's okay. Our exams are not set or made in a way that you need to get 100% to get full marks. But I think depending on the way they grade, I do have a good probability to do okay to well, especially when I compare how I feel about how my friends feel. We all kind of feel the same. Yeah. But yeah, overall, I am not deterred by how this exam went. I'm glad it's over. I went to the city after to get a present for my friend whose place I'm going to tomorrow. And I had a glass of white wine, much deserved glass of white wine. I enjoyed that. And tomorrow I'm taking a day off. I'm taking a day of a break before I have another 7 days of hardcore lock-in ahead of me for partial differential equations. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this maybe even motivated you if you're also in exam season, no matter when you're seeing this. And see you next time. Bye!